Hey everyone, welcome to the next Marvel United playthrough. The villain today is Doc Ock, and hunting him down is the Spider Crew. So we have Spider-Man, Miles Morales and Spider Gwen. We are using the locations from the Spider-Man box set add-on, and the villain, he has the regular threats to deal with, but he only has 6 health, and a special rule where if he gets 3 crisis tokens on any of the locations that are in play, that location is then destroyed or overrun, and so you've got to stop him from destroying 4 locations. In terms of the crisis tokens, they are quite hard actually, because you basically got 3 of them, which are, it takes 2 heroic actions just to remove a civilian, and then you got Mysterio, Vulture and Sandman also acting out as villainous threats. So Doc Ock has attacked the Daily Bugle. Maybe he's got a bit of a problem with J. Jonah Jameson and one of his reports on him. But anyway, that means that the kids, they all start at Midtown High School, and let's get into the game, shall we? So first card for Doc Ock. He's going to move 5, he's going to bam, and then place a few civilians and thugs. So already we're in crisis. We have a crisis token here, we have a crisis token there because of overflow. Yeah, that one's full as well. Time to deal some damage as fast as possible, I think. So Spider-Man played his great power ability. That means he moved, punched the 2 bad guys up the top, the thugs, so as he could gain 2 tokens, which are heroics. I think they're going to be needed in this game. And then he's punched one of Mysterio's health down. I think he's only got 2 health left. So Gwen, she has used a move and a heroic action. So she used Spidey's move to go there, then her move to go there, and then she's put a heroic action on this because we can't get rid of these crisis tokens until everything else is gone, so we need to get rid of these as soon as possible. So Miles played his Venom Strike. He punched that thug there, moved with Gwen's, played a heroic of Gwen's to save a civilian, and then punched against a single enemy in location, which basically removed Mysterio, clearing that threat. So it's a nasty one from Doc Ock. He moved clockwise to the nearest heroes, which was basically there. Then he moved all heroes 1 location closer, so Gwen ended up going backwards with a tentacle grasp, and then he bammed, which basically put another crisis token there and sent Vulture here as well. So Spider-Man played his just regular punch card, and with Miles Morales' punch as well, dealt 2 damage to Vulture, and then he also played one of the heroic tokens that he gained before to rescue that civilian. So Gwen, she played the move, and she cannot take damage until the beginning of the next turn. So she punched Vulture for the start, and then just moved down here. That leaves Miles to play the punch. So he punched the Vulture and knocked him out, played the heroic action to clear the threat, and then just moved down here. So Doc Ock moves 1, then does yet another sodding bam. And that basically, along with this here, puts 3 tokens on, and that blows up that location. They just flip it over, everything disappears from there, and they move wherever they feel like. He moves clockwise, so he's there now, and these move wherever adjacent you want them to, so I'll put them there because I think we need to get rid of some of this. And Sandman's health just keeps going up and up and up and up with every single sodding bam. So yeah, we need to hurry up and try and deal some damage as fast as possible. So Spider-Man played his move and heroic. He used one of his extra heroic tokens on there, then used one of his heroics or Miles's heroics moving and then placing an heroic on there to try and at least clear this as much as possible, and so as we can do some damage to Doc Ock. So Gwen has played a Web Weaver, which was swap 2 threat cards in play. So she swapped the Sandman one with this one, and so basically what that meant is she could use both heroic actions to both singly rescue the civilians that were there. So that clears this up just a little bit, really. And then she's just moved to there to deal with the crisis next turn. Miles used his double punch, which means that he could punch one of the thugs, use a heroic on that civilian, clear it up, and then take 1 health off Sandman. So Doc Ock moved 3 and dealt 1 damage to each hero in any location with the crisis token. So Gwen took a damage, and Miles took a damage, and he got knocked out. Then what happens is he placed 1 crisis token in his location, which is there right next to Spiderman. But we have kind of cleared up a little bit more of the board now, and so hopefully we can try to get some semblance of heroic deeds going through and come out of this one on top. Spider-Man used web slinging to gain 2 tokens, and I used both of those tokens straight away to move him 1, 2. Then I used Spider-Man's action to move him 1, and then Miles's to punch Sandman twice. Gwen used her heroic action, which means she moved 1 and then placed a heroic action just there. Miles gets back up, draws his cards, and then he's just moved 1 and used the Gwen's heroic to clear that crisis token. So we got another master plan, which means he moves there, puts a crisis token, and deals damage to everyone with a crisis token. So Gwen is now knocked out also. But I forgot to do the BAM effect on Miles, and I've just done it with Gwen, so he's got another crisis token there, and there's another crisis token there, and Sandman of course gained health as well. So Gwen, she's got back up and she's played her 2 heroics, which means she's cleared this threat here and saved that civilian there, so we can now start trying to get rid of them. Hopefully Doc Ock in his turn now doesn't activate anything there, but she moved to this location. So we got a bit lucky with Doc Ock, I think, because he just moved for 3 and then placed civilians. So civilians, civilians, civilians. Nothing really happened else. So Miles, who's down to his last 4 cards, he basically moved. So moved to there. He would like to have punched Doc Ock but couldn't, and so just played his 2 heroics to rescue those civilians. So Spider-Man, he's low on cards as well. He played the move and punch, so he moved twice, 2 there, and then punched Sandman twice, and also used the 2 punch tokens that he gained before to punch Sandman again. So Sandman's got 2 health. Hopefully we don't get another BAM. So yeah, we got another BAM, which means he moved 2, caused the BAM, and all hell broke loose basically. So people went down, Sandman gained another health, knocked Spider-Man out, causing yet another BAM. Yeah, that location was basically destroyed. So we've only got 4 locations left on the board. We can lose another 2, but we're low on cards. We are severely low on cards. Miles is down to his last 4, Spider-Man's down to his last 4, and Gwen's down to her last 5. Yeah, it's not looking good. So Gwen played the acrobatic fighting card. She first moved down to here, and then she defeated all the thugs in the location, and then did 2 damage to Sandman, who now has 1 health remaining. So Miles is struggling. He has 1 punch in his hand and all the rest are heroic actions, so he's played the double heroic action, and he's just got rid of these 2 here. So that ends the threat, but yeah, Miles is basically out in the open, nothing to punch, can't do nothing. So Doc Ock moved for nothing and then BAM'd, which basically put crisis token there, and yeah, did some damage yet again with Sandman gaining in health. So Spider-Man used his double punch and he double heroic to basically get rid of Sandman finally, and also rescue those 2 civilians that literally don't matter. But I've got to say this right now, we've lost. Yeah, we have lost. We can do damage to the villain now, but unfortunately, look at the cards. Miles has got 1 punch, Gwen's got 2 punches, and Spider-Man has 0. We don't have enough to take down Doc Ock. So yeah, that is it. It's game over. I have lost again, been defeated yet again by a nasty little villain. His deck, lots of BAMs early, knackered me up. The crisis tokens are always a swine to deal with. But Sandman was the killer. I should have dealt with Sandman early. Letting him gain around about 8 health, you've got no chance. No chance whatsoever. I shouldn't even try to attack him. Should have just left him. Focused on some of the other threats that disappeared. Yeah, need to get rid of other things first. They seem to have a lot of heroic actions, the Spider-Man crew. So deal with the threats first here that you can with heroics. They've got movement and heroics. They haven't got much punching. So yeah, you need a damage dealer to go with them. But that's it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. We're defeated again. Hopefully one day I'll actually win one on camera. Yeah. Thanks for watching.